Hey guys, welcome to today's cinematic overview of the BlackSquare Turbine Duke in the South Island of New Zealand. As you can probably hear, I am a little under the weather, however, that's not enough to keep me away from virtual skies. Today we are going to be enjoying a cinematic 100-kilometer flight from Queenstown over to the amazing Milford Sound, followed by a bonus flight to a much smaller field at Martins Bay. Queenstown and the surrounding area is known for the variety of activities it offers. It is, after all, the adventure capital of the world, so naturally tourism and congestion exist together. Today we've got a couple VIPs with us and my trusty co-pilot Scooter, and we're going to get up and out of here before the real rush starts. As we make it over to our spot on the tarmac, ground crews have already prepped the plane with power and are heating the engines up as we speak. So we'll be able to open up our abbreviated checklist and be on our way sooner rather than later. Alright, as our passengers get settled in the cabin, we'll go ahead and start our pre-flight. Control locks have already been removed and stowed behind Scooter. And we will go ahead and begin with testing our ignition first. You can hear the igniters for the left engine working, and we'll test the right as well. Very good. I'll go ahead and shut that again. And we'll go ahead and turn our battery master on and set our battery selection to both. Beacon's going to be coming on. And now we'll go ahead and initiate our right engine start. We've got our prop lever set to high RPM, power and condition levers set to idle or cut off. And we'll go ahead and start with the right engine. Ignition coming on, starter coming on, wing pump coming on. And once we get our gas generator speed up to 15 or above and it stabilizes, we'll go ahead and set the condition lever to run. There's 15, and we're stabilized. ITT coming up to 700, looking good. And once that gas generator speed gets up to 52, we can go ahead and switch to generator power. Ignition coming off, wing pump coming off, and we'll go ahead and open our oil door and close the inertial separator door as well. We do have foreign object debris. That's 3% tarmac, so once we get the inertial separator, we don't have to worry about damaging that $500,000 engine. And now we go ahead and repeat for engine 1. Ignition coming on, starter, and wing pump. Stabilized at 17%. Condition lever set to run. And once we get up to 52, we'll switch to generator power. And wing pump's coming off. Oil door opening, and inertial separator closing. And we'll go ahead and switch pitot heat on for both engines, left and right. And get our nav lights on, DIs on the wing, taxi, and panel lights. Pitch trim coming on. Alright, now we'll get our avionics switched on and remove our external power as well as the heaters. And we are running on the plane. Default navigation down on the bottom, and open our map up here. Let's go ahead and plug in our standard instrument departure for Queenstown. We're going to be departing runway 23 via VAPWE 3. It's going to take us southwest across the lake, and then we'll make our turn north up to Ibabu. Go ahead and zoom out and show you just how that's actually going to look. We'll head down the lake towards VAPWE, make that right turn up to Ibabu, and then Ipnor comes afterwards, followed by Ignet, and then we continue with our custom waypoints heading down into Milford Sound. Alright, and I believe we are ready to get in touch with the tower. Clearance delivery, Tango Foxtrot Delta Charlie at General Aviation with information. Tango ready to copy IFR to Milford Sound.
Tango Foxtrot Delta Charlie, good morning. Cleared to Milford via the VAPWE 2 departure as filed. Climb and maintain 7,000, expect flight level 120 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125, decimal 75, squawk 1133.
Foxtrot Delta Charlie, cleared to Milford via the Vapley 2 departure. Climb and maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 120, 10 minutes into departure. Departure at 125.75, squawk 1133.
Foxtrot Delta Charlie, read back correct contact tower on 118.10 when ready to taxi.
Tower at 118.10 when ready to taxi. Foxtrot Delta Charlie. Foxtrot Delta Charlie, ready to taxi IVAR.
Foxtrot Delta Charlie, cleared to taxi to holding point Alpha. Hold short runway 23.
Cleared to taxi to holding point Alpha, hold short runway 23, Foxtrot Delta Charlie. Alright, before we head over to holding point Alpha, we'll go ahead and check the cabin. I believe we're a little cold, 57 Fahrenheit. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that heat going. And my target temperature is 74. Alright, so got that set up. We're gonna go ahead and back up out of this spot since we've got our reverse thrusters. We'll need help from the tug today. Here we go. So Flight Simulator 2020 has officially come to an end this month, and to round it off, this video is about the plane I consider to be the best in the business. In my opinion, BlackSquare have developed a virtual aircraft beyond its time, and with all the elements this package has to offer, it's already ready for 2024 in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Duke is on par with that high level of fidelity, but when I get the chance to land at 800 feet with the Turbineduke, it's a safe bet for me.
Foxtrot Delta Charlie, winds 2207 knots cleared for takeoff runway 23.
Clear for takeoff, runway 23, Foxtrot Delta Charlie. Alright, clear for takeoff, altimeter is set, landing lights are on, and we're going to slowly increase power until the torque stabilizes at a higher RPM, and then we'll raise it up to about 1,100 pounds of torque. And we'll release the brakes and begin our roll. Rotating at around 70 knots, it's going to happen quick. And there's V1, rotate. V2, positive rate, and gears coming up. We didn't use any flaps on departure, so we'll go ahead and just continue with our climb.
Foxtrot Delta Charlie, contact departure 125.75, enjoy the flight.
Departure on 125.75, cheers. Queenstown departure, Tango Foxtrot Delta Charlie, climbing through 3,000 for 7,000.
Foxtrot Delta Charlie, Queenstown departure identified. Foxtrot Delta Charlie, cleared up to flight level 120. Resume own navigation.
Cleared up to 120, Foxtrot Delta Charlie. Alright, so we just got through crossing over the Ignat fix, and we are going to begin our descent into our custom waypoints that we set up for Milford Sound. So we're going to go ahead and drop us down to 4,000 feet and give us about a 2,000 foot per minute descent. And once we get over St. Anne's Point, we'll go ahead and disengage autopilot and fly manually from there, and we'll establish communication with Milford Sound momentarily. Milford Tower, Foxtrot Delta Charlie is type Turbine Duke, inbound into the Sound, squawking 1133, about 10 nautical miles out.
Foxtrot Delta Charlie, Milford Tower, runway 11 cleared for the approach. No traffic, QNH 1008.
Clear for the approach runway 11, no traffic, QNH 1008. Alright, I will now take manual control, autopilot disengage, we'll maintain about 140 knots and keep that descent around 2,000 feet per minute. And we'll go ahead and drop 1 notch of flaps, gear will come down momentarily. A little bit of turbulence swirling around the Sound, which totally makes sense. We had about a 10 knot wind coming out of Queenstown, and it's just about the same on this side of the island as well. Alright, second notch of flaps coming down, gear is coming down. Foxtrot Delta Charlie has the runway in sight.
Foxtrot Delta Charlie, cleared to land runway 11.
Cleared to land, runway 11, Foxtrot Delta Charlie. And we'll go ahead and hold it right at 2,000, just about. Keep an eye on our airspeed. Make sure we don't drop into beta on the throttle. Keep it right around 100. Foxtrot Delta Charlie turning to short final runway 11. And it's typical that pilots overestimate how low they have to be for runway 11, so we're going to make sure that we keep it a little low. We don't have any PAPI lights, so it's all about experience coming into this one. And we will bring it off the throttle, coming down. There's a little ground effect, and touchdown. Flaps coming up, reverse thrust. Will we make it? Yes. Not too bad.
Hey, I've got an emergency. Think you could get us over to Martin's Bay? It's gotta be quick.
Yeah, I was already headed that way, but it's gonna cost you a little. Mind telling me what the situation is? Is it only you? You said us, but it's only you here.
I'm sorry, but that's confidential. You're getting paid up front. Like, let's just say it could be life-threatening.
Alright, man. Get settled in, and we'll be touching down over there as soon as we can.
I really appreciate this. You have no idea.
I'm going to be treating this as an emergency, so we'll be jump-starting these engines to get us up in the air within the next couple of minutes. Martins Bay is straight north about 19 nautical miles, but we will need to egress out of the Sound before we turn north and travel along the coast. Milford Tower, Foxtrot Delta Charlie, taxiing runway 29, departure to the west, heading to Martins Bay for an emergency.
Foxtrot Delta Charlie cleared for immediate departure. Be advised for deteriorating weather conditions. QNH 1008.
Cleared for the departure to the west, we'll keep an eye on the weather. QNH 1008, Foxtrot Delta Charlie.
Hey, are you sure we're gonna be getting there on time?
Oh yeah, we'll get there, don't worry. Just sit back, relax, and make sure you stay in your seat because it's going to be a little bumpy. Mines Bay traffic, Foxtrot Delta Charlie, inbound 10 miles to the south for an emergency runway 02. Mines Bay traffic, Foxtrot Delta Charlie, turning final runway 02.
That was totally awesome. You're gonna be famous around here. Thanks again.
Dude, I can't believe you made it.
Really? Wow. Good thing I didn't get there-itis.